3 major charges against Diddy were just dropped. Not by the jury, not after some big legal twist. The government simply said, "We're not going to pursue these anymore." Sex trafficking support, attempted kidnapping, attempted arson, all gone. And this all came just days before closing arguments, which raises a real question. Is this the moment Diddy's whole case starts to fall apart in his favor? On Tuesday, prosecutors sent a letter to the judge. In it, they said they're no longer going after 3 charges: attempted kidnapping, attempted arson, aiding and abetting sex trafficking. They claimed it was to help simplify things for the jury, to keep the instructions streamlined. Which sounds nice, but let's be honest, you don't drop serious federal charges unless something's gone wrong behind the scenes. These weren't small charges. They helped support the whole image of Diddy as someone running a criminal operation. Now that they're out, the jury's view of the case could change. Because when the people bringing the charges start pulling them back, you start wondering how solid the rest of their story really is. Meanwhile, Diddy's defense didn't call a single witness. They didn't need to. They ended their case in less than half an hour. No drama, no long speeches. It was basically them saying, "You've heard their side, and it wasn't enough." And now that prosecutors are walking back charges, that strategy might actually work. Over the past 6 weeks, the jury heard a lot. Former girlfriends, ex-employees, assistants, celebrities, stories about drugs, escorts, and bizarre hotel nights called freak-offs. There were texts, audio recordings, even some video. Let's quickly break down what was dropped. Aiding and abetting sex trafficking. That means helping or encouraging it. Attempted kidnapping, forcing someone to stay somewhere against their will. Attempted arson, allegedly linked to threats or intimidation. All of these added weight to the case. Now they're gone. The big charges, like racketeering and sex trafficking, are still there. But they're standing alone now, without the extra support around them. In court, especially with a jury, this kind of change can really matter. Jurors don't just listen to facts. They look for a full, believable story. And when part of that story suddenly disappears, they start to doubt the rest. Even if it's unspoken, that doubt is dangerous for the prosecution. Because the legal system doesn't work on vibes. It works on proof, beyond a reasonable doubt. To the public, this all seems insane. You've got disturbing messages, witnesses describing freak-off parties like they were work assignments, and a giant stash of baby oil found during the raid. But in court, you need solid, consistent proof, not just shock value. And when even the prosecution starts pulling back, that shock fades fast. Diddy chose not to testify. He told the judge it was his decision after talking with his lawyers. That might have seemed risky at first, but now, staying silent may have been the smartest thing he's done in this entire trial. Closing arguments start June 26th. Each side gets about 4 hours to speak to the jury. Then it's up to 12 people to decide what happens next. And now, the fact that some charges just vanished at the last second. All the defense needs is for one juror to think, wait, if they dropped part of the case, maybe the rest isn't that strong either. And just like that, Diddy walks free. So here's where we are. After months of headlines and years of rumors, the biggest threat to Diddy's freedom might not be the evidence. It might be falling apart on its own. And if he walks, this decision, the one where prosecutors quietly backed down, might be the moment everything changed. What do you think? Was this the break his team needed? Or is justice still coming? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And hit subscribe, because this trial isn't over just yet.